56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on second down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Mayfield again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Stills the intended target. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
3 down. 3 down. 81. 81. Here we go.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And now running right through it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Wentz going to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So now here come the Dolphins. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Derek Barnett in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now look at 56.
Third and long for Mayfield. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Parker unable to get that one.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get up by oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Black, black.
Wentz to throw on second down. Ertz has it left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Listen!
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Wentz now to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll go option to the short side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Wentz. And this is Hurts with it, right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Coney Ely able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. It's a big play there for Miami. 64 yards. On first down, Drake. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Running right, here's Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. It's 81, 81.
Shotgun now for Wentz. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Great.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
To throw, it's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Mayfield on first down. It's complete. Stills. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Fielded about a yard deep. Dances by him. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Twisting away. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Run.
They'll run again with Clement. A beautiful fake. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
74.
On first down, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Allen has it, left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, it's Drake. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now Balaj. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a spin.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He spins free. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the carry, here's Clement. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ram. Run. Great.
Throwing is Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Great. Gold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Wentz now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hang in there now. 81.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Elliott now to kick this one away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
No. Check. Patriot.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Gone!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And throw right side complete to Parker. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Drake. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He dumps it off to Drake. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. It's caught by Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Let's go. 82.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Right there. 54,
They'll run it now out of the gun. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Wentz now to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And out come the Dolphins now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. Back to throw. Shakes, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
They'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Eagles, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo.